Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Blaster, blasting you with the truth. I want to talk about something that I see on YouTube, which they have titled the Manosphere, namely the Black Manosphere. And it's a lot of guys in the Manosphere that are receiving compensation from their listeners, which, you know, if you are being taught by somebody, you should support. And I know there's people that I want to support that I haven't got around to it yet, you know, in my busy schedule. But you should support the teacher. But the Black Manosphere, the Manosphere in general, you can add Sandman, MG Toe to it. Listen, those guys are essential. Whether you like what they're saying or not, they keep things balanced out. They keep guys from completely being naive and delusional when it comes to women. But you also have guys within that same realm that tell you, hey, listen, you got to focus on the moral aspect of these things. So, it's a couple. I too have been on YouTube since 2008. Obviously, YouTube doesn't like me because my views are not nowhere near some of these guys' views. And I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're not allowing people to see the videos or what they're doing. But I've been on YouTube since 2008, I believe. Something like that. My first channel was Truth or Consequences, Prophet David Howard Jr. And I left all of that content up just so people could see how, with research, your teachings do change. And I follow some of these other guys that's been on YouTube for a while, like Ringo TV. He's the one I learned about Christmas. Like, you know, when I was still celebrating Christmas, I'm the type, if somebody presents truth and I feel in my heart that it's the truth, I'm not going to just disregard it because I want to do otherwise. I'm going to listen. So he's the one that helped me see the light about these preachers and about Christmas and holidays in general. And I know I need to probably send some type of support one day. But some of these guys are starting to get into it about this manosphere, how we should view women. I definitely believe you should respect women. I don't think, if you're an alpha male, you're not going to lie to women. And I'm going to do another video on Adam and Eve and what happened. But these guys are starting to get into it because they have differing views. You know, sometimes we have to agree to disagree and be glad we live in a country where we can share our views, right or wrong, whether we're right or whether we're wrong. But my take on marriage is the man is the head, and the man should respect his wife and be faithful to his wife and loyal to his wife, and she should do likewise. And the woman should not try to run the house, because we're going to talk about Adam and Eve in the next video and exactly what went wrong with that whole situation on both of their ends. We learned a lot. Anybody that want to learn about marriage, the man should just look at what Adam did wrong. The woman should look at what Eve did wrong. But these guys are getting into it. But listen, there's a very real thing in our country called a marriage license. And the marriage license, truth be told, does not benefit the men if the marriage were to go sour. I do Uber, and I was taking a guy to court here in Wisconsin. And we were holding a conversation. The guy was telling me that his wife basically cheated. She cheated. She got on the other team. I don't know what he meant by that, but I took from what he was saying that his wife cheated. Well, he had been going to family court 2 or 3 times, and he told me he hasn't even been allowed to speak. Like they say, the United States is a gynocentric society. It's geared towards the woman, and the woman can say that she feels like she doesn't have rights. Women have rights in this country. Like they do. Like out of all the countries in the world, women have rights in the United States. That in most courtrooms, no matter what she does, monetarily they're going to take her side. And the main reason, well, I'm not going to say only, the main reason why I listen to a lot of this talk, like Sandman, MG told, as a married man, is because it's, I like to hear both sides. I'm a Libra, and I like to hear the opposite ends of every conversation. I don't like to just take things at face value, whether it be about religion or anything. I do not believe in the mistreatment of women. I think that men should be honest to women as to their desires and what they want out of that relationship. And I think all these guys on YouTube talking about their alphas, but they lie to women. You're not an alpha if you lie to women. You're an alpha. And first of all, what I know about the alpha male being one, an alpha male is not going to have all those women anyway. He's just not. I mean, I could see if he was single and he had friends, he's going to tell them the truth. Listen, I have other friends, blah, blah, blah. But he's not going to be a whoremonger because he's going to have himself highly valued. He's not going to be a male slut or whatever word, hoe, if he's an alpha male. He's just not. But a lot of guys tell you, I listen to a lot of the different videos. I listen to Alux TV. I listen to Daniel Ally. I listen to many, many, many YouTubers talk about everything from money to religion to relationships to work to business. And they all add things for me to research in my own personal life. And I'm thankful for that. But these guys, they all have bring good talking points and good feedback as to the situations. For instance, some say that these guys are against black women. Then others say, some of these same guys say they're not against black women. They're just not getting played for the fool. They protect themselves against being played for the fool. And many people, Kevin Garnett, many people throughout the celebrity world and the everyday world. I know a guy that wife practically ran off with a man, and when she came back, she took him for everything he had practically. Had him on the bus in the wintertime. So both sides need to be heard. But I don't think that the going back and forth is necessary because, one person says you need to value the woman, you need to build with the woman. And then the other guys say, don't try to build with these women, don't take care of another guy's kids. I'm going to tell you, In some situations, I think it's based on situation. I think you should be the man, and you should make sure that these women understand that. But if the right one comes along, because they can come along, you can't put them all in the same category. And that's where I agree with the one who talks about building. But then at the same time, you have to be careful, like these other guys say. You know, and all of calling them bees and hoes and all that, that's not necessary. But if some people out there on YouTube make good points. You have to fight through some of that to understand what they're saying. And if a guy chooses, like, hey, I don't want any kids, I'm going to make sure I keep, as they say, secure my bag, that's understandable. But at the same time, I love my kids, I love my wife, and it just adds positivity to life. And if I feel like my wife is being negative, I'm going to go to her directly. So it's not, if you choose to be single and have no kids, there's nothing wrong with that. Just like it's nothing wrong with somebody who chooses to be married and have kids. But I'm going to tell you guys, do not let these women run you off. Be the man of your house. And if you have kids, fight for those kids to the end if that relationship just goes sour. If it goes sour, you should be fighting for your kids. Because men in the house, trust me, man, it helps kids, man. It helps kids. I was a bad kid, but my father being in the house actually helped me. And I've never been to jail, even though I did a lot of dumb things. You know, I always fell back on what I was taught at home and what I saw at home. I didn't see my father going to jail. I saw him going to work. So it's nothing wrong with the traditional American household. Now, maybe this is why my videos get froze and flagged and pushed back by YouTube, because I don't agree with that same-sex stuff. And I'm not going to even talk about it too much, because I want YouTube to allow my videos to be seen. But I don't agree with it. And even that, if they choose to do that, that's their lives. You know, unless they come to you. And first of all, if you got a problem with somebody that has a problem with that, you shouldn't be watching their video. Don't try to stop people from talking. We have to keep the freedom of speech. If it's something that you don't agree with that makes you angry, you probably shouldn't even be watching. So that's what I want to talk about with the manosphere stuff. That those talking points do need to be heard, because a lot of guys are basically getting punked by women. They are, let's just face it. But at the same time, it shouldn't be done in a disrespectful manner. There's no need to disrespect women to get your point across. Be the man. And never let, and I'll add mine in there, never let a woman or another man or a woman determine your level of confidence. Regardless of what she says negative, because they will do that. Women, they like talking about how big a man's penis is their strength in a lot of cases. Like, the minute they get mad at you, they'll try to put you down sexually. You shouldn't let that bother you, because they're not all the same. One woman will have something negative to say about you, and another woman will think you're the best that ever came along. But also understand that they also will pretend like you're this and that to gain that inside position on you, if you will. So I wouldn't listen to it, that talk from women, negative or positive. You do something, you shouldn't be having sex before marriage. But if you do, and the minute they start trying to give you props or putting you down, just stop them right there. Like, oh man, I don't even want to talk about that. Don't give nobody that strength over you. Where what they think you have or what you don't have. Because to be honest with you, speaking for other guys, speaking about as the masses, the average male is only 5 inches anyway. So it's obvious that some of these women are lying on some of you guys anyway, because most of you guys that's been put down by these women, you're actually averaged by the actual medical statistics and worldwide. So don't worry about what these women say. Don't let them put you down. Don't even listen to that. You know, if somebody told you that in the past, don't let it stop you from approaching a woman, or you worried about her saying that. Who cares if she say that? If she say that, just don't deal with her no more. And then these other guys who, that's really, that's all they got to offer because somebody done gave them their props. Now, you rather spend your time chasing women than going to work. So I just wanted to add a little bit. This video is I went probably too long, but I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. Thanks for listening. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe so that somebody can actually see the content on my Truth Blaster channel.